Hi, my name is Kendra Sebelius, and I blog at Debunking Addiction. And I just wanted to do a vlog because I am approaching in a month my 4-year sobriety from alcohol date. Approach this 4th year, there's been a lot of changes that have happened in the last 6 months for me. I moved into a new place. This is the office. And I hate moving. I think it's really stressful and overwhelming. And I've moved across country from Boston to California, and it's a big, deal. And I've managed the anxiety in such a different way than in the past. I just did one thing at a time and just focused on what I could do. We had a couple weeks to prepare, and it kind of naturally flowed, which is, shocking considering it's such a big event. And then this last week, actually on Monday, I just bought my first car. And I know this isn't a big deal to everybody. Most people get their car I had a car at 16, but all my cars were given to me by my parents. And when I was drinking and when I was in my eating disorder, I lost all control of my finances. I was unable to take care of my any of my financial debt, and actually took a year off work, and I just really struggled, and I had to hand over all of that to my parents. And when I first got sober, for a period of time, it was still overwhelming to be able to handle that. For the last 2 years, finances have been relatively normal and simple. I have rent. I have set up my finances to have direct deposit. I don't go outside my means. I have a few credit cards that I pay consistently, and I'm currently very mindful of where my credit score is. And these are huge things, considering the thought of a bill that would come in the mail would be absolutely paralyzing. I would look at this bill and I would throw it away. I probably wouldn't even have looked at it. And, I'm grateful for my parents for helping me during that time. And as I, approach now to getting a car, the car is so exciting. It's so pretty and I love it. And it's the car I've been looking for months, and my dad did co-sign with me. But other than the excitement of getting this big car and this big item that is, unreal to me, it's the fact that I can actually financially make a decision like this and be able to carry through with it without fear of, well, what is going to happen in 6 months? Will I be able to do it? No, I sat down and I did my budget. I looked at what I was making. I looked at what was going out. When we were looking for a new place, I looked for a place that was cheaper than the last so that I could maneuver the insurance, gas, and car payment. And all of this sounds very normal and very grown up for most people. They start doing it in their 20s probably. But for me, I'm the most stable I have been in my finances and my choices ever. And that is just a huge gift of recovery and sobriety. And as I approach the 4th year, that is, I think, the biggest lesson that recovery and sobriety, they consistently give us things to be grateful for. And, I count my gratefuls every single day of the little things, having a bed and, my puppy. I guess those aren't little things, but, But the car, it's just, all right. Whew, tearing up. It's the first time I've been able to take care of myself without another person being able to help me and support me. And I know I wouldn't have had that without being sober. I wouldn't have been able to keep a job. I wouldn't have been able to handle the finances. And I guess I'm just really, really grateful. And, I consistently am learning on this path. It's definitely a journey, and I feel blessed every day that I'm able to be present and mindful. And I have a loving partner, and I have family. And people are finally proud of me. But this car purchase is not just a material purchase to me. It's a sign that I've reached a certain place in my life where I just never thought I would reach. And I guess I wanted to share that because I, I I wonder if other people have the experience that I have with finances and the struggle with going into extreme debt. I have a lot of debt still, some from intensive outpatient, and some other things that I actually got in trouble with when I was struggling. And I'm now going through my credit report one by one and, starting to handle the ones I can and figure out ways to approach the others, and seeing my score increase. And I'm just wondering if other people have experienced this and what helped them. I guess for me, what helped me in the very, very beginning was when I first got sober, I told my parents that I needed their support and that I needed to still rely on them while I was newly sober because the anxiety was overwhelming. And then as it went on, discussing finances, and it just kind of naturally progressed. Like, it doesn't feel like a huge effort. It just feels very natural and very grown up. And not that I wasn't a grown up before, but to be a member of society where you can be able to take care of yourself and your finances, and understand where you are and where you want to go and what your goals are financially. They're big stressors. And, I would love to hear your thoughts on, any financial struggles that you had, any questions that you have for me on how I started to approach the recovery of my life, which included the finances. And I would be glad to answer them. I think that finance it's a huge topic. I'm by trade, I'm an accountant, so it's kind of funny that I would get in a lot of trouble, but with that, because I am so good with numbers. And I would love to hear your thoughts and how sobriety helped you and with your recovery. And Leah wants to say hi. Want to say hi to the people? Say hi. Yes, I've left her home all day. So, anyways, I just wanted to quickly do a little musing about my recovery journey and how it just consistently gives back to me in ways that overwhelm me and flood me with emotion, to where I feel very, very grateful and know absolutely that if I had I don't know where I would be if I had continued on the path. And I just, I think it's important to recognize how far we've come, no matter, how many steps we are in our journey, but to look back and go, gosh, I did this, like, in myself. Like, I was able to do this and ask for help and get support and take it slow. I mean, this is 4 years, and now I'm buying a car. Like, this is very, slow journey, but, it's truly important. So I'd love to, hear your thoughts and, know where I'm trying to be serious. Love to hear your thoughts and any struggles that you may have faced and what helped you during your journey. And, if you want any tips or advice, or not advice, but, what I did, feel free to ask, and I would love to answer. And Leah, say goodbye. Say bye. You're famous. Okay, thank you.